people, you're welcome back to another episode of our movie preview and review. It's your favorite girl B, and today I'm reviewing the movie She Must Be Obeyed. Come along with me, guys.
Everything I am today, the money, the power, respect I have, I did it by doing everything. I'm winning Artist of the Year.
And the winner is...
This 5-part miniseries follows the life of a music artist, Bola, popularly known as She, who obsessively engages in all sorts of nefarious activities in an effort to outshine other artists. What worked? Not much, if I'm being honest. Camera quality was not bad. They had pretty outfits. They did well with their award show because it actually looked like a typical award show in Nigeria, and the stage performances were not too bad. If you ignore the poor lip syncing and the excessive auto-tune, the songs were not bad either. I must mention that they had a good storyline that could have turned into something really remarkable, but unfortunately, things did not really go that way. What did not work? Everything else. After the first few scenes, I kept on waiting for things to get better, but this series refused to rise above its headache-inducing level of cringe. When I got to episode 3, I had to take a break for the sake of self-preservation, after which I resumed again and endured it till the end. Acting and casting did not work for the most part. Funke Akindele was overacting. Her exaggerated mannerisms and expressions were really distracting. Someone else would have worked as the lead. V did really well for her first film. Aka's delivery as Cisco was okay, and for Waje, she was not bad but could have done so much better with a better script and with better direction. Under the category called I Don't Know What They Were Doing, we have Nancy Simi and Lateef Adedimeji. Their performances were very bland. I did not get it. We saw some of Nollywood's old actors, but unfortunately, this series ends up wasting their time because Patience Ozoko as the drunken master did not work. Neither did Mike Ezuronye work as the literate brother. Rachel Okonkwo as Adeze, the main voice behind She, had an important role in this movie, but her performance was just there, very unremarkable. I want to specifically mention all the extras that played the role of shocked spectators. They were terrible. Same look of fox shock with their mouths and eyes wide open every single time. It was screaming waka pass. Character development was also very poor. Most times, Hollywood movies would claim that they were not able to properly develop their characters due to time limitation, but even with a run time of over 5 hours, this series still faded woefully in this regard. Let's talk about my biggest issue with this movie. Its portrayal of alopecia was totally insensitive and unnecessary. Alopecia is a disease that happens when the immune system attacks hair follicles and causes hair loss. Even though it is not life-threatening, most people who suffer from this deal with a lot of emotional and psychological distress because they do not think they are beautiful or handsome. She Must Be Obeyed is the first Nollywood movie that I have seen that highlighted on alopecia, and I don't know why they thought it was alright to further perpetrate the erroneous stereotype that hurts how people living with alopecia are perceived. Why did they make extra efforts to make her look irritating every time she took off her wig? Every time she came on screen with that horrendous looking bald cap, I cringed. Because why did she have to eat like that, or laugh like a mad woman, or sleep like that, or even dance like that? She could have been a mean bitch living with alopecia and not be a disgusting person. This series missed the opportunity to educate people and create awareness about alopecia. Even though it was a major plot point, the term alopecia was mentioned only one time all through this 5-hour series, and it was just in passing. I'm sure so many people missed it, and I'm sure so many people did not understand it. Movies are tools for social awareness and social change. It is wrong to cause more damage to a demographic that has already a lot to deal with. I had questions as I was watching, such as how did she survive and become popular without a voice? How did she grow in the industry before she met Adeze? I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it would have been nice for us to see. I don't know why Mike Ezuronye had to be the illiterate brother because his parents did not sound like that. Neither did his siblings or even his old uncle. So why did he have to speak like a palm wine tapper? Anyway, that's not the point I want to make. My point is, if he struggled to pronounce contract that was written on the envelope, Funke Akindele wants me to believe he was able to read a whole contract and understand the terms and implications. Okay, anyway, the end was the final straw for me. How were they able to easily access the studio? It was not locked. Let's not even talk about the fight. To make matters worse, they ended the series with a cliffhanger, then told us she will be back. Someone should tell them that she needs to stay wherever she is and not bother coming back anywhere, because judging from season 1, I don't expect much from season 2. I expect that's a response to this review. Some people will say things like, this series was not meant for everyone, this series should not be taken too seriously, it's not that deep and all of that, but I say those things are just excuses. This series is unmissably bad. Overall, She Must Be Obeyed was not a good watch for me. Its ill-conceived attempt to utilize alopecia for mimicry shows a lack of social awareness on the part of the entire production team that was quite offensive to me. As far as the series goes, She Must Be Obeyed is strictly mediocre stuff, lazy directing, bland performances, thin characterization, weak dialogues, threadbare jokes, and plot sequences that fail to generate any excitement at all. It was an absolute waste of my time. Okay guys, I've been rating this movie a 2 out of 10 because this movie was not really worth it for me. Coming from Funke Akindele, I always expect so much more because she's one person that I've come to love her productions in the industry. Alright, if you're yet to see this movie, please go do so right now on the Prime Video app. It's actually streaming on there. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with my analysis or not? For you to do that, you have to following us on our social media handles. On Instagram, we go by e.com_official. For Facebook and YouTube, we go by e.comofficial. And for Twitter, we go by EDOTCOM01, all in lowercase alphabet. I remain your favorite girl, B. Have an amazing weekend. Bye, guys.